Alright, I just thought I was recording, but I wasn't. So I'm gonna have to go through this all again. So, what is the correct response to conflicting pressure? What is conflicting pressure, first of all? Okay, conflicting pressure in this exercise, it's basically a proofing exercise, right? What we do is we put the dog into a sit, right? Or down, right? And we put a little tension on the lead. And we gradually increase that tension and then release, right? And we expand that exercise to duration, more duration on tension, maybe stronger tension in general. We always release. The point of the exercise is to see if the dog is going to budge from its position, right? Now, that's an exercise within itself. The reason I'm making this video is because I want to talk about the ideal response from a dog who understands what to do with its energy and has been taught what to do with its energy when it feels pressure, okay? My guy, Frankie, right, does probably the best thing possible in that circumstance. And that is, he gets down, right? So if he's in a sit and he feels pressure, right, he gets down. Now, the down is going to be a lot more secure position than the sit, right? The heart is literally connected to the floor, right? It's a lot more secure position, right? And I mean, I just couldn't think of anything better for a dog to do when it gets nervous, when it feels pressure, to get down. It's the opposite of what you would expect out of a dog who has anxiety or stress in the first place. Now, Frankie doesn't really have that kind of stress, but if we teach this to a dog, like really teach it to a dog, not just make it happen, but ingrain it into its habits, right? I mean, think about it. You know, it's the opposite of what would happen with a dog who normally has stress, which is budge from their place, budge from their sit, budge from their down, and which, you know, that opens the possibilities of that, you know, happening. Worst case scenario, the dog could die, right? Meaning, the dog could budge from a sit, go run, and get hit by a car, right? Or get lost, or anything could happen. It's just worst case scenario. It's not good. It's never going to turn out to be a good story at the end of the day. Hopefully, you know, we hope someone catches the dog, maybe a stranger catches the dog, you know, they're far distance, the owner can't reach the dog runs fast, you know. So, instead of that happening, the dog gets down. I honestly couldn't think of anything. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and start my day off. Frankie, do what we gotta do. And hopefully during the day I can capture it, right? It's a beautiful thing when it happens. And I think, you know, you have conflicting pressure, right? Which is just teaching the dog and making the dog understand that just because they feel pressure on the lead doesn't mean that they should budge, right? And then, I guess I've done things pretty well to say that not only does the dog understand that he shouldn't move, but the dog gets into a more secure position. I honestly couldn't think of anything better. So, it's a really awesome thing, and hopefully I can get it on tape today. I should be able to. Frankie does it like nobody's business, and it's a beautiful thing to see. And understand that I'm not telling him to get into it down. He really has been taught by me, he's learned by me that what to do with his energy. And so I'm never telling him to get down. I'll put tension on a lead, right? He'll just get down. Okay? It's just the most awesome behavior I could possibly think of. Other than like a nice focused heel, you can doodle around, have some fun with that. Like, this is a very nice thing for a dog to understand. And of course, you can always break him from the sound. If you say, come, break, but this, you know, you can always do that. So it's not like he's just stuck there. All right, that's it. Definitely practice conflicting pressure with your dogs, guys, and if you can elaborate on that exercise to make it so the dog gets down, then you're you're really doing some cool shit. You're just gonna have a safer dog because of that, and the peace of mind is just, it really is something else. So, alright, and I guess I'll go ahead and say, like, you know, one of the first things I taught this dog was eye contact. And so the down becomes before eye contact if you're really teaching it good, right? So there's sort of the behaviors that happen. There's sort of like a list, right, of how it happens. Sit, down, eye contact. I mean, anything can happen the other way around, but if you try and make it happen like that, then, you know, so the first thing I taught him, I'm saying, is basically down, you know, and that, you know, so. Alright, hopefully I get it on film today. Hope everyone is well. Peace.